If you've been visualizing for money, visualizing success, creating vision boards, repeating affirmations, and still not seeing the results you want, you might be making one of the biggest manifestation mistakes imaginable. Because what I'm about to share completely changed how I view manifestation. It comes directly from Neville Goddard's teaching. And this is the hidden trap. Most people think manifestation works like this. You visualize, and then you wait and receive. You visualize, and then you wait, and then you receive. But that's not what Neville Goddard taught. He said to assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Now notice the wording in that. Not imagine it someday. Not to hope for it, not to wish for it, but to assume that it's already done. And that's a huge difference, because when most people are visualizing for money, they're actually reinforcing the fact that they don't have it because of their vantage point. Now, they're constantly looking at the goal from the outside. Picture yourself sitting in like a movie theater, and you're watching the millionaire version of yourself, the mansion, the freedom, the success, the relationship, the money, whatever it is that you're looking for. You're watching it, you're admiring it, you're dreaming about it, but you're still sitting in the audience. What Neville said was to get off the seat and walk into the screen and become that character. That's the shift that changes everything. And this is why most people stay stuck, is because they ask, well, why isn't this working? I get that question a lot. And the reason why is because they're identifying with the current versions of themselves, the version that's struggling, the version that is doubting, the version that is constantly checking their bank account or worrying about it and having anxiety when they even think about it. And they spend maybe 5 minutes a day visualizing abundance, and then they return to their old identity. That's why there's a huge tug of war going on. And that's why nothing's changing, because the identity always wins, the one that you are assuming most often. Here's what I want you to try out. Stop asking, how do I get the money? And start asking, who would I be if I already had it? How would I walk? How would I think? How would I speak? How would I react? How would I make decisions if it was already done? What would that version do every day? Would they panic? Probably not. Would they obsess over every dollar? No. Would that version constantly wonder if it's even working? This is my favorite Neville principle, and that's to live in the end. Pay attention to the wording, because most people visit the end. Few people live there, and that's why few people get results. The goal isn't to see wealth. The goal is to become the version where wealth is normal to. Now, here's a real world example. Think about somebody who naturally expects opportunities. Just think about that person for a second, who naturally expects abundance, naturally expects success, and notice how different they move in life. Opportunities just seem to appear for them. People help them out, doors open for them. Now, why is that? Because they assume that this is just how it is. And their assumptions create those experiences and those opportunities, and then they're just walking through that because the world mirrors that identity. So here's a daily practice that you can implement in your life. For the next 7 days, stop visualizing for money or wealth or the relationship, and start asking yourself, what would the future version of me do right now? Then do that. Play that character, step into that role. Because every decision, every conversation, every reaction is a vote for that new character. So if you do this every single day for the next 7 days, watch what changes and shifts in your life. Now, manifestation isn't about chasing. It's not about forcing. It's not about convincing the universe to finally move to your will. It's about just becoming the version of yourself who already has what you want. To step into that character, to play that role. Because when your identity changes, reality follows. Now, if you've been doing the inner work for years, you know this information, and you're still not seeing the opportunities, the money, the breakthroughs that you're capable of, there might be an identity block that is hidden beneath the surface of awareness. Now, I opened up a limited amount of free one-on-one strategy sessions where we can uncover exactly what's going on and get you to that next level. So go ahead and click the link in the description or the pinned comment in this video, book your free one-on-one strategy session, and we can go from there. All right, like this video, save it, subscribe if you haven't done that already. Peace.